Well, hello, hello, hello. How are y'all doing today? Oh, looky here, Miss Janice. Thank you so much. I am feeling better. I'm doing much, much, much better. Yes. Let's give a little happy dance for Miss Janice. Thank you, Miss Janice. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Okay. Well, hello to everybody. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate everyone. Good to have y'all. Hope everybody's having a good day on this lovely, lovely day. Let's see. We have Marina Girl. Hello. Hi, Kathy Bartholomew. Hi, Kathy Gordon. Hey, Car Guy. Before I go any further, everybody, please tell Car Guy thank you for all the work he does. He is out, boots on the ground. Him and Silvers has been searching, and he's doing what a lot of us can't get there to do. So thank you, Car Guy, for everything you're doing. Brandon E, hey, how are you? And Rhonda, Blue Eyes. Let's see here. Brown Eyed Girls, how you doing? TJ, Mari, how are you? Ruby Marie, hello. Teresa, Michael Johnson, Charlene McPike, hello. All I need is Jesus Coffee and True Crime. Hello, hello. Cheryl, how you doing? Let's see, anybody else? Oh, there's Kelly. Hello, Kelly. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Do. Anybody? Brandy and Indy. Hello. Hi, Donna. Hi, Elaine. Thank you all for being here. Let's see, Roxy. Hi there. Goodness. Thank y'all for being here so much. I appreciate y'all. Yes, Car Guy is doing a great job. He's out searching, looking for Sebastian. I wished I lived closer so I could go and do it, but that would be about a 16-hour drive for me. So I don't think I'm going to make it just yet. But thank you to Car Guy and to Silvers. Well, guys, we sit here today and still nothing at all that we have learned about where is Sebastian. I just don't know. I don't know what it's going to take. Hi, Holly. Hope you're good. I just get so aggravated and so disgusted and so just it tears me up because this child should be found. He should be brought home. But there's so much going on in this case, and so much of it's negative. Not everybody's here to go look and search or do good things. Hi, Texas Plain Jane. And even when it comes to his mother and his stepfather, they play games. Now, of course, we've all talked about it, and you know, we're the problem, right? Let me Let's see if I can find it real quick. I got to read you a title to a live that was done today, um, on someone from the other side, of course. But this is the live. This is the title. Recap of the Green Team Circus. All that because the other side they're about to eat each other alive, y'all. It's really quite comical. Hey, Bridget, thanks for coming in. Oh, thank you for just being here and listening, Kelly. We appreciate you. But Julie has a channel, Julie Skolnick. She went up on Jay's panel, and they thought they could get information out of her. As a matter of fact, Mr. Chris himself was texting Jay, telling her questions to ask Julie. So, what was it he wanted to know, I wonder? Because it was all done to find out what we know. Yes, UA Crimson, they think was sent from the green team, and that she actually made a comment. And after that comment, it was less than an hour when At Night Media made a post, and it coincided somewhat with what she said. So now they're thinking she's part of the green team and part of At Night Media. Guys, it's unbelievable what's going on. Unbelievable. But the thing with Miss Julie, she went over there, she was doing whatever. She has that right. Holly, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for that. Thank you. That is so sweet. Let's play a little happy dance for her because we got to keep some humor in it and keep us from. There you go. Thank you, Holly. But while she's there, we find out Mr. Chris is asking Jay, please ask her this question, ask her this, ask her that, ask her this, ask her that. Why? Why does he have to know what she knows? Why is it so important? Well, my title today is What Were They Told? And I use the word they because the proper usage of the word they is used to refer to two or more people or things. Okay? There's multiples on the other side. There's the mother, the father, their PI they hired, that they pay. to spin a narrative the way they want, not to find Sebastian, but to do what they want. There's creators that sit down with them and are told what to put out. There's creators that during their live get questions sent to them to ask to see what she knows. So there's a they factor in all of this. And I'm going to show you from one side to another side. What is it they know? He was texting Janice. He was texting Jay the whole time Julie was up there on her panel. And I think it ended up being like 4 hours. Every day with Jay is what it was. And Julie Skolnick went there. She had gotten upset. She thought her name was part of a judgment that was being filed and everything, and she didn't want no part of it. And everybody has an opinion on things, but if you really want my opinion, I think it was just a play, just part of her plan. But that's just my opinion. I will say this. Her being on panel opened up a door that has caused and wreaked havoc on those creators. And it's actually quite comical if you stop and think about it, because Stephen Fisher, yes, I heard AMC, he has completely shut down his Twitter, left a big, long, huge post, and basically said, he had made a post when Julie was up there, and he made a post saying how he thought that was bad. They shouldn't have her on panel, all these things. They shouldn't be questioning her. She should never have been allowed up there on that panel. And then he does another post and he apologizes. He apologizes to the people on panel with Jay, but he never apologized to Jay herself. And he basically said he was done. He would only be posting if it was pertaining to flyers or new information. So, more power to him. Whatever. He wasn't useful in the Sebastian case at all. And I'm not going to miss him. I'm sorry, not to be rude, but I don't pay him no attention, really. But I'm only telling you guys this backstory so that you get a feel for how closely they've been working together. He was pissed off basically because Julie was on Jay's panel, which that's a right that Jay has to allow her on her channel. But he didn't know about it. That right there says a lot. At the end of the day, there's a young man that's missing. And yet, the side that is causing the most trouble are now spending hours and hours and hours talking about the ones they're getting aggravated and mad about. I've heard clips here and there, and it's been, well, we were only trying to get her up here to get information. We were only nice to this person because we wanted information. And because it's all fallen apart, now there's reasons why. Like with UA Crimson. Now she's part of us over here on the green team. And that could be nowhere even close to being the truth. They're playing a game, folks. These people know things about Sebastian's case. They know things behind the scene because they're being told. But I want to know, my question would be, what were they told? What were they told? I played one time before where Elevated Truth, another one of them over there, that he made a comment that Chris had got upset with him about something, and he told Chris, don't make me tell everything I know. You don't want me to tell. To tell what? What do you know? What are the things that don't need to be spoken about? And this is why I don't play games or do the drama, because if there's something of any kind of information related to Sebastian's case, it should already have been told to law enforcement. It should already have been brought out. And yet they hold on to these things. They use it for leverage. Yes, brown eyed girls. Ugh. They're over there on her channel right now trying to decipher all of it. I'm like, oh my God, y'all have created this disaster. They are the reason for all the hate and the disruption when it comes to Sebastian's case. Yes, I wish there was some way to make them tell. Because I have a feeling, and y'all are going to hear just a second what I'm talking about. I have a feeling they know stuff. Like a lot of things. We know the TikTokers came over. Okay. We know they came over into YouTube because TikTok was supposed to shut down. They learned, okay, wait a minute, we can make some big money over here just BSing. And then all the drama ensued. There was a pair of pants that was found by Terry Lynn. They all decided that she planted them because Seth gave those pants of Sebastian's to Terry Lynn to hide and then find. Guys, that never, ever happened. Terry Lynn herself said it. Seth has said it. That did not happen. Nowhere close to the truth at all, but that's their narrative, okay? I've heard them say before that those were Sebastian's pants. Law enforcement has said they had nothing to do with Sebastian's case. They were not Sebastian's. Now, I'm going to play something for you, and I want y'all to listen very close. because they have a conversation about Sebastian's glasses and the pants. And when we're through, we're going to talk about it. Let's see. Let me share the screen. And then we're going to go here. Okay, listen up, guys. Listen close. Hong put this out on X, and I was so glad to hear it because these people seem to know things.
Just recently got a new pair of glasses. Like, what if they were his old glasses or an extra pair? We all know that when kids get glasses, you're going to need an extra pair because more than likely they're going to break one.
I think they said they weren't his, though, that the TBI said they weren't.
They said, but they said they weren't there. They weren't Sebastian's. But they didn't say, though. Well, no, I guess they flat out said they weren't his. So
they did, yeah.
And said
Okay,
that's right. Okay.
Yeah,
because they weren't worn by him recently. That's probably why. But if they found them and they knew they were Sebastian's, they've got to be thinking, who's throwing Sebastian's pants out in the woods?
about the pants, though, real quick. Like, we don't know that they're Sebastian's, Zooey. Like,
yes, we do.
Yeah.
and you guys have confirmed that individually,
Absolutely, 100%. They were not his size.
right? Barbecue.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just, I don't have proof of that. Me, Body Moving, does not have proof of that. I want to make it clear. I don't know. They say they have independently verified this separately, but I personally don't know that. I have to say that for my contract.
Wait, can we talk about, while we're on the planet evidence thing, before we get on something else? Clue, are you still there?
For Cluminati's safety, because I believe, there could be conversations about planting evidence on her property.
Neither parent was allowed to touch Sebastian's room, clean it, or anything. Like, they were allowed to put stuff back in order, but as far as changing anything in their house, they weren't allowed to throw any furniture away or anything like that. And it was very suspicious to me that all of a sudden, all of his carpet would be ripped up and thrown out and replaced.
Yeah, that's interesting.
They stayed at the same hotel.
Really? Did they now?
Hold on a minute, though. I don't know about you, but I don't really drink coffee, but I'll be damned if I couldn't sleep at night and I would get up and drink a cup of coffee.
Text somebody and say, I can't sleep.
Bullhorn, I can't sleep with court tomorrow. Join me downstairs for a cup of coffee.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
This is the last drop, Bullhorn Betty.
Somebody said they both got bed bugs.
Did y'all hear that? The pants were Sebastian's, supposedly. There was not a date on it. Hong posted it. So I don't know about the date. September, I don't know anymore. I have no clue what's going on with these people. I don't know if they're telling the truth or not the truth. And that's the sad part, because they talked about the carpet being ripped up out of his bedroom. Is that true? Why are you going to rip out the carpet only out of his bedroom? I don't understand it. But they're putting that out there. I heard about the carpet, but then I was also heard that it was not true. Sped teacher, thank you for that. Oh, she said, thank you for spreading awareness for Sebastian. We all love Sebastian and we care. Yes, we do. Thank you for that, Sped teacher. Let me get you a little happy dance. Thank you for that. So, yeah, here we are being told those were not Sebastian's pants. This group of people are saying they have had it confirmed to them. And we know now that Barbecue Lady talks to Katie and to Chris regularly. And did you notice how they had to throw Betty into the mix? I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Why is it that every time they have to tell a story, Betty gets brought up? It's unreal. So my question is, what were they told? Were they told, because this is not the first time I've heard some of them say this. I've heard others say it as well. I guess she is a hot commodity, huh? See, is it just fake stuff? I mean, are they just making that up, saying that, yes, those were his pants, they were just too small? Just to stir up crap? I don't know, Microdot. I've never been ever heard any confirmation on the carpet. I don't know. See, Holly, that's the thing. I wonder how much of what they're saying. Yes, D. Marie, Barbecue did record Katie. Yes. I agree, Brandy. Oh my gosh, if they couldn't talk about Betty, they would have never had content. And everything they talk about goes right back to let's throw Betty in the mix. She hadn't done nothing to them. She stayed quiet. She stayed over here in her lane. But yet, let's bring Betty into it. Why? They're pathetic. But you've got to question, what do they know? Or should we say, what have they been told? Because if it's coming from the mother and the stepfather, okay, I think we all agree. You take it with a grain of salt because it's probably not the truth. We haven't heard the truth very much from those two. And, well, what do you say about that? Not much, right? So to speak about the mother and the stepfather, if we go back in our minds and recall things, let's go back to the time that Katie tells us she gets up that morning, she goes to wake Sebastian up, he's not in his bed. She thought maybe he was getting breakfast. So she goes to the kitchen, which she passed on the way to his room. And she doesn't find him there. So she looks the whole house over, which took her 1 minute. Remember, that was her words, 1 minute. So if she's going to look the whole house over in 1 minute and then be in her car, okay, guys? She's in her car. She is going to go look for him. It was put out on TikTok, Sped Teacher. It was a TikTok live that they were doing. Oh, yeah, Holly. I think they're going to throw her under the bus quick, 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 quick. Okay, so let's everybody get focused in on Katie's story. She drove around looking for her son while she's talking on the phone to Mr. Chris. Okay? Keep in mind, if it was you looking for your child, hey, if you're even looking for your dog that ran off, I wonder if you would drive the same way Katie was driving. And this is credit goes to Mob Crew. I will put his link in the description. But let's watch this short video. He did an amazing job. Oh, we got to skip this. Let me skip this.
IRS e-file is now open. Snap your
Sorry,
W-2 and file your taxes 100% free. Plus, get your biggest refund. File free now. Roughly 37.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, 1 year ago today, Sebastian Rogers vanished from his Hendersonville home without a trace. Hundreds of tips have poured in, but still no Sebastian.
Sebastian's mother and stepdad sat down with our Holly Thompson, who joins us now with how they're handling everything 1 year.
It is every parent's worst nightmare, waking up and learning that your child is possibly missing. Many of my viewers and or parents I have spoken to over the past few weeks share similar stories where they have either lost one of their children for a few seconds to maybe several minutes, and usually the first thing they said they did was run around frantically shouting their child's name. Well, on February 26th of 2024, Sebastian Rogers, a 15-year-old autistic teen whose mother claimed she woke up to find out that her son was not in bed or home. After searching the home, the mother, Katie Proudfoot, would then drive to his school and back 30 minutes after she found out he was missing. As she came back, she drove up and down the immediate neighborhood. Meanwhile, having a three-way phone call with the stepfather and law enforcement. Sounds about what most parents would have done, right? Although this looks and sounds good on paper, there was something wrong when looking at the screenshots of footage that morning Sebastian Rogers went missing. Now let me show you the major red flag. This is a photo taken at 6:32 and 23 seconds as the mother drives up the road just parallel to their home. At the end of this road is a four-way dead-end street called Devon Court. Although heavily wooded area just beyond the neighborhood north, and a new development and construction adjacent to this neighborhood to the east, Katie Proudfoot would quickly.
Now, guys, this is that morning, okay? She leaves her house. She gets in her car. She's leaving her house. She goes straight to the school. And this is the time when she comes back. He's going to show you going to school. So watch this route really close.
Quickly turn around and would be seen nearly 32 seconds later coming back down the same road. And you tell me what you see is majorly wrong with this picture.
Do you see this picture? That lighter colored SUV is Katie's car. Katie is driving this car down Kellen. This is the road directly behind their house. In their neighborhood, there's only two streets. Stafford Court that they live on and Kellen Drive. It takes Katie 31 seconds to drive down Kellen Lane to that circled area and come back to her street. Her window is up. Yes, Cinderella. How are you going to search for a child driving as fast as she did to be able to get down to the end of the road, turn around, and come back in 31 seconds? What kind of looking was she doing? She was not looking at all. This is all just to be seen. This is all part of the script. This is all because she knows Sebastian was not out there anywhere. And remember, at the end of this road, there is a whole patch full of woods. A whole patch full of woods. She never got out of her car, stopped her car, hollered out, went and looked in those woods. Nothing. Straight down there, made the turn, and came straight back. What is it that they know to make this mother not have her window down and go house to house, in between the houses, and holler his name? Why is she not honking the horn? Why is she not screaming out the window? What is it that she knows that would keep her from actually making an effort to look for her child other than driving her car around?
This is literally a screenshot of Katie, the mother who only discovered 30 minutes prior that her son is missing, no window down, does not appear to be scanning between homes. She is literally seen driving up this road at a decent speed, not stopping to look between the homes, and is literally seen making a quick U-turn at the top. Law enforcement hasn't yet arrived, and this mother makes no attempt to shout out his name or scan between the yards.
Now, remember, she left her home at 6:03. This, she goes to the school and straight back. Look at this timestamp, 6:32. But she tells us she went to the school and straight back, driving through the neighborhood looking for him. The school takes not even 10 minutes. It's very, very close. What is going on, folks?
It hasn't yet arrived, and this mother makes no attempt to shout out his name or scan between the yards. This is Seth Rogers, the biological father, who sadly had to learn about his son missing just after getting off work early at 7 a.m. He arrived there about an hour later. This is what he did shortly after learning about his son going missing.
Thing was going on in the house. I left. I turned around, got in my truck, and started driving everywhere with my window down, screaming for my son. If he ran away, I don't know how long he's been gone. They didn't tell me when they thought that he had gone missing. I didn't have any type of time frame. No, nothing. I just started driving around. Like, I took a road until
That's right. The first thing he did was drive around with the window down, screaming Sebastian Rogers' name. Seth Rogers, the father, would actually lose his voice 5 days after Sebastian Rogers had gone missing due to screaming Sebastian's name. Now let me ask you, why wouldn't his own mother do the same? This is Sebastian Rogers. He has been missing over a year now, and things don't add up with the mother and stepfather. There is a reward for information leading to Sebastian Rogers and or the people possibly responsible. Please share this, like this, and comment below. If you are a parent, maybe you lost your child. What did you do, or what would you do? And thank you so much for watching.
There we go, folks. There we go. We have a mother who in no way possible is driving through the neighborhood looking for her child. But yet she's hysterical. She's all these things. She's upset. And we have proof now that she was more worried about talking on the phone to Mr. Chris than she was to looking for her child. What is it that Katie and Chris Proudfoot know about Sebastian's disappearance? And what is it that they have told other creators and YouTubers and TikTokers about Sebastian's case? There is no way on God's green earth that any mother that has woke up and found her child not in the home and not have any idea what happened to him, no way would that mother be driving with her windows up and going as fast as she did. Every one of us would have had our windows down. We would have been going house to house, in between the houses, looking, calling his name. We would have gone very slowly so we did not miss anything. I've done that even with my dog. My dog got out. I drove roads all over the place close to my house. People would be outside. I would stop and I would ask them, have you seen this dog? And I would explain my dogs to them. She didn't even give a tiny bit of that. Her windows were up the entire time. She drove through the school, we're told, but she never stopped. She never yelled out his name. She drove through so she could be seen on camera. She drove through for her alibi. She drove through the neighborhood so that her car was seen looking for Sebastian. Folks, these two people, his mother, the person that he should be able to depend on the most in his entire lifetime, and her husband know something. They know what happened. They know that it was useless to spend time with the windows down, calling his name, looking for him, taking your time so that you didn't overlook anything. They knew he was not there. Could it be they knew because they were the ones at 3:10 a.m. walking from the back of their house to the waiting car? Could it have been Sebastian that they were taking to that car? Could they have carried him to that car? Put him in that car. Therefore, they both knew he would not be anywhere around there. In my opinion, yes, they were the ones walking in the backyard, taking Sebastian to the car that was waiting. So where is Sebastian, Katie? What have you told other people, Katie? Did you tell Barbecue Lady that, yes, those were Sebastian's pants? They were just a smaller size than what he's wearing currently. Did you tell them other things about Sebastian? What did you and Chris tell Elevated Truth that you don't want put out there? They've told people things. Other creators know things. And in my mind, I can't get past the fact that I blame them as well as Katie and Chris for having information and holding that information. They're just as guilty. They try their best to make Seth look like the bad person. Yet Seth didn't have a voice after about 5 days, 4 or 5 days. His voice was about gone from yelling Sebastian's name every day, all day, while he's looking for his son. And yet they try to put this on him. And they coddle and they admire and protect the woman who was driving the neighborhood 31 seconds to look for her child. 31 seconds. She should be embarrassed for even trying to put it off as if she is a grieving mother. I don't like what we're finding out, guys. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that they're telling other people things and they're holding on to that information. I don't like the fact that his father grieves daily while these disgusting people sit there knowing things. Are the things they were told true? I have no clue. Are the things they believe true? I have no clue. I can't speak on that because I don't know. Yeah, you're right, AMC. She never said if she saw him before bed. She just acted as if he was in his room playing and she told him go to bed. And the carpet, I want to know, was his carpet replaced? Was it pulled up and replaced? Why would his carpet need to be replaced? These are the things that has made this case go on for over a year. Yes, Cinderella. There are two people very close to this case that have deleted their X account. You are correct. You're right. And when you have creators that are saying, don't make me say what I know, you don't want me to do that, and the stepfather backs up, yeah, there's something. There's something going on. They're playing a game with Sebastian's life. They're playing a game with finding this young man. And yet we're the one over here having a circus, right? We're the bad people. Bridget, you and me 100%. She said, I've no proof, but would link CP and KP to this, in my opinion, of course. Yes. It is absolutely gross and disgusting. Yeah, Brandy, I agree with you. There's something to that. There is something to a lot of what we're hearing and a lot of what has been said. But I will say this. I've been sitting back in the bushes listening since I heard about the Julie going on Jay's panel and then the meltdowns that have started since. And I'll just go and listen a little bit just to hear what's being said. And of course, you know, they're getting their stories cleared up, right? They want to make sure that people know I didn't say that. This person over here said that. I didn't see that actually happen. I was just told it happened. But of course, that had been spoken about on one of their lives as if it was true facts because they actually saw it. Sped teacher, he does need to do the right thing. He really does. That's it, Dee Marie. She said, follow the money. I bet that's where the answer are. Yep, the answers are out there, but the people are making too much money and they're holding on to pertinent information concerning Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Yeah, Dancing Queen. I'm so glad she didn't get. And, you know, a lot of people felt bad for her because she was getting ripped to pieces over there. And I think she knew exactly what she was doing. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I don't know her well. And it's sad for me to say that, but I've seen it too many times already. I've seen it way too many times. So now I'm going to predict that as things start coming out, as people start releasing some of the baggage and unattaching themselves to other people over there, you're going to start hearing the words, well, I was only pretending. I was only pretending I liked them, or I was only, being nice so that I could get information. That's how sad it is. I honestly believe they were given a different script than what they have told everyone else. They have a whole code over there that they're going by that does not in no way benefit Sebastian. They're playing games with him, with his story, with his life. And I will say this. If they know something, whether they believe it to be true or not, if it seems to be important or related to Sebastian and his disappearance, they should have already, a long time ago, made that call to law enforcement and said, this is what I was told. I do not have proof that it is 100% legit. But nope, they are holding on to information over there. And folks, we sit over here, we go through everything that we can find and get our hands on and look at things. And I don't enjoy going to listen to what they're doing now, but I've been finding it quite comical. But they're starting to tell on themselves. And it is so disgusting. That's the only word I can use, is absolutely disgusting. The fact that they would have information and yet hold on to it. There's no way. If someone was to tell me something, a mother or a dad or a stepfather or stepmother, whichever, if they were to tell me something about a child that's missing and say, keep that to yourself for right now, there's no way in hell I would keep that to myself. Law enforcement would be contacted immediately. Yes, Holly, he did quit and he blamed YouTubers. See, I'm telling you, it's going to start happening that way. This is my thing. He has taken down all of his X account. He also has sent in a request. Yes, with Edgar's truck. Yes, D. Marie. See, it's stuff like that. They knew. They knew all that. Let me see if I can find it here. He sent in a letter to the Court of Common Pleas of Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Okay, this is from SF. He sent this to them because he was named in an injunction. The plaintiffs he has listed versus Stephanie Joe Trude and Jessica Lynn Singh are the defendants, and it says, to the clerk of courts, kindly mark as drawn the non-party opposition to motion for preliminary injunction filed by Stephen Fisher, a licensed private investigator, on August 2024. I respectfully state that I am a neutral party to the injunction and no longer take a position on its issuance. This withdrawal should not be misinterpreted as support or opposition to the injunction. A copy of this filing has been served upon all counsel and parties of record. Respectfully, Stephen Fisher. That's the letter he wrote. Asked to be taken off. Don't put my name on there. Take my name out. Blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? That's already been filed in court. It's already been filed. You don't get to write a polite letter and say, take my name off of it. I don't want no part in it no more. I'm not playing the game anymore. It don't work that way. Anybody that believes that is a little off. This is a court order. And it's been filed, this injunction, in the court. They do. They think the RICO is fake, don't they, Brenda Sue? They're going to find out. They're not going to be laughing long, are they? But it just cracks me up that he thinks he can just send a letter and poof. You know, take me off of there. I'm not going to play no more. Yeah, Miss Purse says take his toys and going home. That's right. That is something that has to be court ordered. A judge has got to make a ruling to have him removed. Nobody gets to choose whether they're on it or off of it once it has been filed. These people that think this RICO case is a joke continue to talk crap. And they're talking smack about the lawyers for Seth and Tony and, you know, Dog and all of them. They're talking crap about them. They're talking crap about the case itself. And yet, when it comes down to it and they go to court, all of that's going to be played in court. Surely they get that. Yeah, that's it, September Virgo. It's not going away until it's in front of a judge. Yes. Yeah, I saw that Holly barbecue lady posted a picture with all these $100 bills saying she was going to pay her lawyer, but it was only a picture from Pinterest. Guys, this is how insane all of this is. And if they want to sit over there and play their games and talk smack about the lawyers and all the things like that, let them. So be it. Whatever they want to do. But when it comes to having information about Sebastian, that's when the line is drawn. I think he does, Mohawk. I think he does. I hope so. I sure hope he did. But a judge can order Stephen Fisher to unlock his X account as well, because everything he's put in there could be evidence. Yes, Cinderella, I agree with you. I don't usually talk about all this stuff with that group because I don't want no part of the drama. I really don't. It's stupid. It's just useless to talk about it. And it's not something I hash over. But when it comes to Sebastian's case itself, and them saying, yes, we know for a fact those were Sebastian's pants. What? And then to talk about, and they couldn't touch his room other than putting things back in place. But they could tear up the carpet and change out the carpet. Why? But that has not been talked about. It's not been talked about. They haven't done a live talking about Sebastian's carpet being torn up, pulled up, and replaced. Yes. Yes, Holly, that's the stupidest thing ever. But I have yet to hear anybody talk about that. I've yet to hear anybody say how they know and they confirmed that they were Sebastian's pants. Those are things that if you were told that should have been reported to law enforcement. And yet those things are not being talked about at all. And it's all because they're holding on to those things. Barbecue Lady has all these recordings of every time she talked to the Proudfoots. Yes. And Mohawk Mom, they did say they were not his size as of current. Those were an old pair of his that he had. He had outgrown them. Nope, Marion. From what I understand, the mattress pad was never taken at all. I agree, Brenda Sue. I agree. I agree. I just want to know, what do they know that they're not telling? What have they been told? Is it lies? Is it something that they were told that they can be held against them, or what? Because Katie just told off on herself when we watched the pictures of her car driving, looking for Sebastian that morning, and yet her window was all the way up. He would have never heard her if she was calling his name. $10, she was still talking to Mr. Chris on the phone. That's it, Brandy. That's it. They're working overtime to throw this case off. But guess what? We're working triple time. We're working triple time, and we're not letting it go away. Because Sebastian deserves that. Sebastian deserves to be found. His father deserves some closure. Just because his mother and his stepfather don't give a crap, they would rather sit here and lie to everybody's faces, be smug as everything, thinking they're coasting by. Everybody's going to forget about it, let it go. They don't matter. Unfortunately, they are the ones that know exactly what happened. And as far as I'm concerned, and I'm going to say this, and guys, I take my title as mother very, very serious. I am very, very proud to have a title as mother. But I don't think Katie deserves that title. everything we're seeing has been negative. Everything she's told us has been negative. Everything that they have done has been negative. And to see her in her car 31 seconds, not getting out to look through the woods or holler down by the woods, not with her window down yelling between the houses, none of it. She doesn't deserve that title. She's not protecting her child. Just like all the other moms who have been horrible and done horrible things to their children should not have that title anymore. All I need is Jesus. I agree with you. I'm not the perfect mom either. I haven't been the absolute checklist mother, you know. But by golly, when it comes to loving my kids and protecting my kids, I go above and beyond. I will. Yes, you know, you would have your window down. I'm telling you what, if they lost one of those little Morkies, I bet should have been out there with their window down calling for them. Yeah, there's not a mama manual, that's for sure. You know, it's a learning curve for all of us. But when it comes to loving your kids, that's the easiest job I've ever had in my entire life. That is the easiest thing that was ever granted to me. It was so simple and easy just to love your kids, protect your kids, take care of your kids. You don't carry them out at 3 a.m. in the morning and then pretend they ran away. You don't make up stories that have nothing in your story that actually makes sense. Ooh, Holly, that's what I'm talking about. I bet they're squirming right now because if SF starts talking at all, that's right, Brenda Sue. She's a monster. She's not a mother. And I say that with a heavy heart, I'm telling you. Yes. That's what I say, Mohawk Mom. When my dog got out, I was like creeping along, calling my dog's name. People would be standing outside. I would stop and ask them, have you seen my dog? Have you seen her? She's so tall, this color, that, you know, all the things. Okay, well, I live over here, and told them where I live. So if you happen to see her, would you please let me know? I did all those things. For hours, I did that. But that's not what Katie Proudfoot does. She started out her relationship with Chris Proudfoot while she was still married, while he was still married. She divorces Seth. Chris and her want to move him into the house, but he didn't like the cats because he was allergic. Yes, Mohawk. It's crazy. We've done more for our animals than she did for her son. And there's proof of that. No, SF AMC. He's not there no more. His account is locked down. I hope he does not get, and I think that he has caused so much trouble, and I don't want to say trouble, but has told so much that he's been part of the problem that I don't think he would be able to get it. You know, it just does not make sense to me at all why your child's missing and you're going to become friends with YouTubers and TikTokers. And you're going to tell them things. But you're going to make them promise not to say anything. They can't take it to social media. So they hold on to that information. So at the right time, they'll be the ones to go live and make the money because they got this amazing information when it comes to Sebastian's case. And folks, if I had any information, it's being handed over. I would much rather have Sebastian being found than I would have some breaking news live so that I can make all the big bucks, you know? I think SF has inserted himself into missing kid cases, trying to create himself as a certain person. And Seth said it best. His private investigator, we have never heard on social media. They're not hired to go onto social media. They're hired to look and to investigate and to find answers. But SF has inserted himself into the social media circus. He, in my opinion, got really pissed off about Julie going on Jay's panel and him not knowing nothing about it. I figure he'll be back. I really do. You know, it seems as if there's an expectancy on the other side as to what you're going to do, who you're going to talk to, who's going to be on panel with you when you do it, all the things. They don't just do an interview and just do a calm interview. It's got to be a whole circus up there. But we're the ones having a circus. We're the ones creating a circus, right? Y'all don't forget that part. Oh, thank you, Bridget. That's sweet of you. I'm not afraid to say what I believe. And I always say, that's what I think. That's how I feel. I'm not saying it is, that's 100% facts. You know, it's my opinion. And that's what my channel is for. And if I have something that is 100% proof, yeah, I'll let you know. This has been confirmed. And what is confirmed is Katie Proudfoot drove 31 seconds looking for a child. Y'all, she spent a whole minute inside her house looking. And she only spent 31 seconds around her neighborhood with her window up. What mother does that? What mother does that? Yes, Mohawk Mom caught that one, didn't you? Yes, you did. She was on another panel. Oh gosh. Well, I mean, she has the right to do that. All I know is Sebastian needs to be found. He deserves that, guys. I think it was just yesterday. Lolly, can we watch Jay's interview with me? It's like 6 hours long, I think. I know Julie was on there for 4 hours, and then they attacked Crimson after that. UA. It's just, I wasn't. No, I think she's talking about here on my panel. No, I ain't going over there. I did not see Julie on Josh's panel. I didn't get to watch that one yet. The only one I missed was that one, and I haven't caught up to it yet. Oh, SF cannot debunk Mob Crew. There ain't no way. Mob's got him. He's got both of them. You know, I believe when it comes to Julie, he was very kind to her. Is that where she attacked Justin and Smiley, was on Josh's channel? Yes. Okay. I didn't know that. And I don't know. Somehow I missed all of it. I guess she called in. Yeah, Brenda Sue, he's a handsome man, isn't he? She did it on her own as well. Gotcha. I don't know. I just saw a little bit of that Brittany J was playing. Yeah, I heard Justin saying that, you know, he made some comments, but it was not bad comments because you could see it right there. Mostly on her channel, but she did hold her ground when she was on Jay's when it came to the Proud Feet. Oh, good. Good. She blocked Smiley. Oh, Lord. You know, I'll say this much. When it comes to YouTube, whether you're just a subscriber or you're a creator, there comes a time when all of us need to just step away for a day or so. We all have to do it to be able to stay sane. See, this is my thing. Justin knows some things because Justin has spent many years building a channel and building trust. People see him, they see his reputation, they see how he can talk to people behind the scenes, and he doesn't have to go straight to the YouTubes and tell everything he had just heard. Justin earns the right for that. And I'm going to be straight up honest with y'all as well. I know things, but I can't say them. I've been asked not to say it. I had a whole live that I was asked to take down. And there were some things that kind of came out of that live that really surprised me. Blue Eyes and myself, we were really surprised at what we had kind of hit on. Microdot, the carpet might be just a distraction. Yes, we are. We're a little over 3,000 subscribers. I have been so proud, guys. Thank you all, because y'all are all part of it. No, I wouldn't give my source, but I also have to respect the fact that, they asked that I don't say nothing. And there's been times where I wanted to put some pictures out or whatever, and I had turned them in and was asked, I would ask, can I put those out? And they've asked me not to. And I have to be able to do that. And the reason is I want Sebastian found. I want to do what's right for Sebastian's case. So I just, thank you, Kathy. I don't understand why people want to play games instead of trying to find the truth. None of it makes sense to me at all. And it's some days that it gets very discouraging. It gets very, very discouraging when, oh, thank you, September. September was around when I was very first starting up my channel. Oh, Bridget, how sweet. Thank you. The whole thing's gotten ugly. You're right, Robbie. It has. It is just, it's horrible. And it gets very discouraging. Very discouraging. Because I want to come on here. Hey, Narita, thanks for coming in. But I want to get on here and I want to talk about things and show y'all things I've found and, go over them and discuss them and all the things. And it seems like sometimes we're just repeating stuff. But I don't want to stop. I would hate myself if I stopped, because Sebastian means more than I can ever say. Oh, Blue Eyes, you're so sweet. I'm glad you met me. I'm glad I met you. Blue Eyes and I have gotten to be very close friends. And we sit together and we'll put up the same map and we'll look at she'll have her map all the way up where she lives up in North Carolina, and I'll have mine down here in Texas, and we're on the phone talking, and no, go to the left, go to the right, go up, go down. What about here and this and that? And it's what we do. We have to look at everything. We have to try to cover as much as we can. And we only do it because Sebastian needs us. We are Sebastian's army. I do not believe anyone from the other side is fighting for Sebastian. I believe they put on a front as if they are, but they're here to talk crap. And, there's a whole audience for them. And that's great. Yeah, that's all they want, Mohawk Mom. That's it. They just want the dollars. And that's great for them. If they can do that and they're over there, that's fine. Let them do it. But that's not for me. I want no part of that. I want to be boots on the ground, but I can't. That's why I said earlier, tell Car Guy thank you, because he actually is boots on the ground. And all I can do is sit here and go over things and things I hear and talk to you guys about it. What do you think? And I value your opinions, because it takes all of us and all different opinions to get to a point where we can say, okay, now this makes sense. And that's what it's going to take, guys. Oh, Charlene, thank you. Yeah, I try not to sit on here too long. I could sit here and talk all night. I really could. But I've also thought about, I've told y'all before, I've thought about doing an evening, but there's so much going on in the evening times and so many people going live. I'm kind of considering maybe earlier in the day, around 11 o'clock, noonish, doing another live where I want to go just listen to the story of the West Memphis 3. Because I would like to listen to that. I never followed it, but there is a whole series on it, and I would like to listen to that. And I thought maybe some of y'all might be interested too. Yes. Mohawk Mom says it all. She says it right here. The sad thing is, from the start, all Seth has ever wanted is for his son, Sebastian, to be home. That's it. That's it. Passion Flower, another county. At this point, he could be in another country. I don't know. I'm just clueless on that. I'm really clueless. Yeah. Oh, Bridget, that's sweet. Well, you got my email, so if you ever need to holler at me, you holler at me. Mohawk Mom is awesome. She is. We have a great group of people here, and everybody thinks their own way and their own thoughts, and that's what makes it work, guys. It really does. And my heart hurts for Seth. Oh, Mary, that is the $1 million question. You would think with at least the 5 CPS cases that they would be having to pay the price for that at least. Hey, Justice Mama, how are you doing? I just I don't know. I don't understand it. And I get so aggravated because I go back and forth. But I'll tell you this, at the very beginning, I honestly believe law enforcement, local law enforcement, I think they screwed things up. I really do. I think they were making an effort, but I'm not sure how much of an effort. And they took the words of the mother that he ran away, although she didn't see it, but he was a runaway. And I really think they could have done a different job, a better job. And I believe that when other places, or not places, other groups like TBI, FBI, the card team, all the people that started coming in, and all of the speculation that started going towards that sheriff's department, I really think they started turning things around. And so in my mind, I justify it as they started late. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like they were making the effort, but they were also taking the parents, the mother and the stepfather's words. So they were behind. They're behind on things. But I'll tell you this, there needs to be a law put in place that if a child under the age of 18 goes missing, it should be considered an active investigation. Whether the mother says that child ran away or somebody took them, it doesn't matter. It should be considered an investigation. The parents should be grilled. And I know there's parents out there that are innocent and haven't done anything. And I'm telling you, they wouldn't care. Grill me, get it over with. Do what you need to do so we can find the person that did this. But I do think even if they're told it's a runaway, they should not assume that to be 100% correct. Oh, AMC, yes. Katie knows exactly. Katie knows 100%, in my opinion, exactly what happened to Sebastian. She knew he was not in his room or in that house. And that's why she only spent 1 minute looking. She only spent 31 seconds driving down the road in her neighborhood looking with her windows up. She only drove through the school parking area. That's it. Because she knew he was nowhere around. And I'm telling you, if you are guilty of something, but you're trying to present yourself as this grieving person, this parent who is panicking, you're going to give yourself away. Oh, yeah, Justice. But there's, the video mob crew shows us 31 seconds. She drove straight down, made the curve, came back the exact same route that the car made at 3 a.m. that morning. The exact same. That's a coincidence. She came in, she went to the school, she came in, she went down Kellen, made that little circle thing, didn't stop to holler at the woods, didn't stop in between each house, never rolled down her window. 31 seconds. And she was making the curve to her road. And there's only 2 houses there. 31 seconds to drive and search in her neighborhood for her missing child. But in her mind, she knew he wasn't missing. No, she never got out of that car. It was all for play. It was just to be seen. She knew they had cameras there. They would see her driving through. That would be part of her little story, the script. She was playing out a script, and she is not an actress. That's for sure. Hey, butterflies, how are you? Oh, he will. She better hope she gets pulled in first and she can tell the truth because, yeah, he'll throw her under the bus. Yeah, Mary, I heard they had it professionally cleaned as well. And when something was said about them cleaning their house, Mr. Chris went off and said, what does it matter if our house was cleaned or not? What does it matter how clean our house is? He never said we didn't have it professionally cleaned. Oh, Brenda Sue, I go back and forth on that one. Yes, their script has been rewritten so many times. And Katie keeps screwing it up every single time. And I have said from the beginning, I really did not think it was anything planned. I always thought that things just kind of got out of control or something. I always thought that. But after studying that Texas Roadhouse video, seeing the people that look so much identical and the connections of each person, then I think this was definitely planned. Yes, Dirty Scoop. Isn't that something? Well, you looked harder for your dog than, yeah, she didn't look. She was making no effort to look. She was only making an effort to be seen. That's it. Ooh, look at there. Holly, you go, girl. Holly says YouTubers are not messing up any investigation. They're messing up Chris's narrative. Boom. I like that very much, Holly. Yes, yes. This is the part that bothers me, Mohawk Mom. 5 CPS cases in 14 months at that address, guys, at that home. That's a lot in 14 months. It's a lot. and it's real. That was his life, that's the life this kid was having to live. And yet we're supposed to believe, here's this video of Mr. Chris teaching Sebastian how to ride a bike. It's funny they put that out because Seth already said he taught Sebastian to ride a bike before they ever left California. All the pictures of Sebastian they're putting out. And tomorrow we're going to talk about who started the whole Sebastian was much younger than he looked thing. We're going to do that. Yes, Seth did make him wear a helmet. You would think they would have also. But I'll be honest with you, I don't believe that was Sebastian. I believe that was generated through AI. I don't know, Kelly. That's a very good thought, but I think if someone has him, I honestly believe it's going to be somebody that Miss Bowersox knows. I think she has made a place for him somewhere. The neighbors have been terrorized, haven't they? I sit here and listen to all these things. Yes, Mohawk Mom. But wait till tomorrow I'll play it. But there's B Tim over there on the other side that says, where do people even get this young Sebastian part from? Oh, don't worry. Lolly's got it. I'll fill y'all in. They're crazy over there. But oh, guys, it's frustrating. He's young in mind. Yes, he's young in mind. I was blown away when I saw the video from Texas Roadhouse. How well-mannered he was. I had heard so much from his mother and his stepfather. Seth and him seemed to have a good little relationship. Everything was hunky-dory there. But to Katie and Chris, things were just, he was out of control. He was like a banshee. Didn't know how to act right, how to eat right, all the things. Texas Plain Jane, yes. Oh, but we'll get into all that tomorrow for sure. Yes, that's what he said. Yep, that's what he said. Microdot. Yeah, what does it matter how clean their house is? Well, it matters when there's a missing child. Yes, he did. And I felt horrible for him. The conversation he had with his mother, from what video footage we have seen and what little conversation there was, it did not look pleasant. did not look pleasant at all. But that's the life he led, guys. And that's the saddest part of all. And to find out there's all these CPS cases just in that home in that short amount of time. And he would tell his teachers, and they helped him. But the CPS worker let him down repeatedly. He was let down by the system. And he was trying his best to protect his father because he loved his father. Yeah. I believe the young pictures they showed, I believe the statements that they made about how he was, all that was done on purpose. It was all part of the script, part of their plan, so that anyone who might have seen him would not recognize him. That's my opinion on that one. And I'll tell you, hey, hi gymnastics, how you doing? You're a lurker. We like lurkers. Thank you for being here. Yes, Charlene, he hadn't changed nothing. Yes, Mohawk, they were looking for a young child, not a teenage boy, that actually had table manners. You know, they did all of that on purpose. I honestly believe that. They didn't want him to be found. They didn't want anybody to look for him. They didn't want anybody to recognize who he was last with or anything like that. And if it was ever questionable to me, it was put to rest when Katie was asked by the news person lady there, when she said, yeah, yeah, Kathy. But when she says, can you give us something, tell us something about Sebastian that would help someone looking, and maybe they've seen him, that they can identify with him, you know. Well, he likes shiny things. I'm like, what? He likes shiny things. We're talking about, what if he's hiding somewhere and doesn't have shiny things? Not one description does she ever say of Sebastian. Just how he liked to collect pennies and play with paper clips. That was his mother's description to help people identify him. Yeah. Yeah, why put out a photo 5 years prior? Why didn't she put out the photo that she took at the dadgum table? Yeah, exactly, Mohawk Mom. Yeah. Yeah, crows like shiny things too. It was, oh my gosh, when I heard that, I could have, I would have poked her eyeballs out if I was anywhere close to her. I tell you that for sure. But it did nothing to help anybody identify him if they had actually seen him. Oh my gosh, the photos they used. One of those photos was not even Sebastian. Sebastian wasn't in one of those photos. Yes. Yes, microdot. He did. He could get up and go to the bathroom on his own. You know, and sad to think that he probably had a pull up on. Yeah, their extra shiny bracelets is what they're gonna get. Yes, me too. Texas Plain Jane. I wanted to scream so bad. Oh my God. I was like, are you serious? I agree, Bridget. No ups at the Texas Roadhouse. Well, you know, Seth said that Chris gave him all of Sebastian's underwear because he was not wearing them at his house. He would be in pull-ups, is what Chris said. AMC, very tight ones for sure, huh? They did. They did, D. Marie. Ugh, yeah. I don't know what these people think. I don't understand them at all because I'm telling you right now, if I had a chance to have my son back, I would never, ever stop looking. My window would never be rolled up. I would be screaming his name anytime I left the house. Because that's what a mother does. Except for Katie Proudfoot. Yes, this is, y'all look at this real close. Blue Eyes just said it. She had been talking with Chris. Okay. This is what he told her. He had on boxers the night he went missing because he didn't wear pull-ups at their house, just at Seth's. That's what he told her. She has the messages. Exactly, Belinda. And that's like the new footage that they have from the Ring camera thing of the man walking his dog, and then there's this shadow that goes and hides behind the truck, and they're, until they can get verification that was not Sebastian, they're going to hold on to hope. But my whole thought process on that is, why don't they walk down there and ask that man if he saw somebody hiding behind the truck? It's right down the road from their house, but they're not even going to do that. They're not going to do it at all. They're not going to make the effort to go knock on someone's door and ask questions. I am so glad you just said that. Let me make sure. Chat skipped really quick and I didn't get to do that. Looky here. Wait. No. Hang on. That was a good one too. But where did that go? Here it is. All I need is Jesus says. I don't see how the picture from Costco and the Sebastian in the video from Texas Roadhouse is only one day apart. I agree with you. I agree. And I'm going to show that tomorrow. We're going to look at that tomorrow. That is something we are definitely looking at. Yes. I agree. Oh, thank you, Justice Mama. Yeah, his birthday's coming up and not looking forward to that day. It's just a sad day. Yes. Right, Mohawk Mom? It's got to be about Christopher, not about Seth. You hadn't seen him at Texas Roadhouse? Did you see the video, Kelly? Or at Costco? Okay. I don't think I have it on here anymore. Let me look and see real quick and see if I still have it loaded up. Is this the picture they took that they said they took at Costco? Isn't that the picture? That's the picture from Costco, right? Yep. That picture there. Okay, and look at this picture. Now, that's the day before he went missing, they say. But here's this picture up here at the top. He even looks older in that picture. And then, let's see. Here's him at Texas Roadhouse sitting there. How are those pictures even? I mean, you go back and forth and look at it, and it's like he resembles himself. But my goodness, he looks so grown up there. That's what I think, Dee Marie. And we'll look at it because I haven't got it loaded on here yet, but I'm working on it. It's on my tablet for tomorrow. So we'll definitely look at the difference between those two photos. They don't look a day apart, do they? Not at all. And she keeps talking about his sandy blonde hair. He does. Folks, look at this picture at Texas Roadhouse, hours before he disappeared. His hair's brown. It's not sandy blonde. That is brown hair, guys. It's not blonde. And that aggravates me too. Yeah, Teresa, I agree with you. Yeah, the Costco picture, no, it's not a 15-year-old. No way. No way. It was taken on a Saturday. There you go, Mohawk Mom. Chris said it was taken on a Saturday. Now, he did not say that Saturday. They just happened to be at Costco's that Saturday. He does play with words, and he thinks he's slick when he does that. It just helps us out. Exactly, Justin. My grandkids, I have 4 grandkids. I have more pictures of my grandkids on my phone than I do anything. And, every time I'm around my grandkids, I'm always taking pictures of them. And then they're like, Lolly, let me see your phone for a minute. Well, next thing you know, I look at my phone and it's blown up because they're on Snapchat saving all their funny pictures. I got more pictures of my grandkids currently than what Katie has shown. Yeah, my job is up in the air. Yeah, he's stupid. He's stupid. AMC, I think that it's time stamped for that weekend. So I honestly believe Texas Roadhouse was that weekend. I agree, D. Marie. They might have a receipt being at Costco's, but that is not a current photo. No way possible. Yeah. They're both playing games. They're both playing games. They know. They know. And I mean, anyone who can sit here and tell me that she's grieving, I'm going to say it's her fault. It's her own fault that she's grieving. That would be my comeback. Because she made no effort to look for him. Oh, Justice Mama, that would be fun. What's penny shopping? Like walking around looking for pennies on the ground? What are we talking about here? I like the word shopping. Yes, email me. I want to know. No, she says no. That's funny. Yes, the yard sign. Yep, exactly. Really? Awesome. I want to know about this penny shopping. Cool. Cool. Well, guys, I've kept y'all a little about 2 hours. So I'm going to let y'all get off of here. I know. Really? Ours doesn't do that. Blue Eyes. Email is just all lowercase. Lolly XMAS. There it is. Brown Eyed Girls dropped it. lollyxmas@gmail.com. Thank y'all for that. Oh, okay. Texas Point. Thank you. Well, thank you all for being here. You know, Justin will be going live here pretty soon. I'm sure more stuff will be popping off. The streets are getting interesting, but my thought on that is let it. Let them go after each other. Let them have at it. Because the more things start coming out, the more things we're going to learn about them, you know? Because I really think they've been told things. And once they start getting flustered and they start getting frustrated and they start getting nervous, they're going to start talking a little bit. Oh, well, good to know, Mohawk Mom. I'm going to check into that. Okay, guys. Y'all have a super great night. Enjoy your time with your family. Always remember we're here for Sebastian, and all the other stuff is just stuff. Take care of yourself. I love you all so much. I appreciate everyone. Thank you all for the super chats and stickers and everything. Y'all are amazing. And we will see y'all tomorrow. Love and hugs, everybody.